Hello, everyone. How do we make our New Year resolutions come true? For that matter, how do we make any resolutions come true? That's what we are going to discuss. There are about 5 steps we need to remember and follow to make our resolutions come true. The first step is do not begin by defining actions or activities. Instead, set goals. What do I mean by not to define actions or activities? Many a times we see people defining their resolutions like, I'm going to walk every day, I'm going to exercise every day, I'm going to read books every day. These are examples of actions and activities. While actions and activities are really important, what is more important is the goal. Why actions and activities, if started right at the beginning, may not fetch us the results? We all have heard the story of Alice in Wonderland. Alice goes to the Wonderland and she's at crossroads in a particular place in the story. She meets Chester Cat. The Chester Cat is sitting on the tree. Alice asks the Chester Cat, where does this road lead to? For which the Chester Cat asks Alice back, where do you want to go? Alice says, I don't know. For which the Chester Cat replies, well, if that is the case, then what difference it makes? You can take any road. I hope you got the point. If we define actions or activities right up front without being clear about the destination, there is a higher probability of our resolutions fizzling out. That is why what we need to consciously avoid right at the beginning is not to define actions or activities. Instead, we should focus on setting goals. However, to set goals, there is something which is very important. Yes, we have to be clear about what is important for us. Many a times we get carried away by due to peer pressure or various other reasons, and then we end up in setting goals in a jiffy, and later the energy fizzles out. What we need to do is sit quietly, reflect, identify those areas that are really important for us, and set goals on those areas. Then there is a higher probability of we achieving those goals. So step number 2 is identifying the areas that are important for us. Then comes the step number 3, which is about setting objective and challenging goals. Many times people set goals which are very generalized in nature. They say, I want to lose unhealthy weight, I want to gain more wealth. It's like a wish list. Instead, we need to set objective goals. What I mean by objective goals is we should be able to define clearly how much we want to achieve, by what time we want to achieve, and in between we should also be able to measure the progress. And challenging, the goal should not be too easy to achieve, and the goal should not be too difficult. If it is too easy, we may become complacent and lose interest. If it is too difficult, again, we may lose interest. If it is challenging, then we get motivated to achieve the goal. So the step number 3, the goals have to be objective and challenging. Step number 4, planning and execution. We need to identify where we stand currently with respect to the goal, and we have to generate options that will help us to achieve our goal. We need to generate a lot of ideas. We may have to stretch ourselves to come up with new ideas. And once we come up with these options, we may have to translate them into specific actions. And we have to carry out those actions on a regular basis. We have to measure those actions. We have to track those actions. And we should also have a proper support system, resources and people that would help us to carry out these actions, which will help us towards our goal. For example, if we don't have a support system, then the resolutions will fizzle out. As I mentioned, imagine you have set a goal on health area and you have decided to be on a diet. Suppose if you are surrounded by people who are not at all health conscious, who are not following any diet, then there is a higher probability of you not reaching that goal. So support system is very important, planning and execution. And 5th and the final step is creating an emotional connect with your goal. Emotional connect is about creating that burning desire to reach the goal, even if you have impediments. Suppose you have decided to stay healthy. I'm taking the same again, the same old diet example. You have decided to stay healthy, that is your goal. And you have decided to regulate your diet, intake of sweets, let's say. That particular day, you're going for a function and you go to the dining hall, you see sweets being served in front of you. So tempting. Before you realize, you have finished 3 or 4 sweets. Many a times we face such impediments, not only in the area of dieting, in many other areas where we have set goals. If we create emotional connect, that will help us to overcome such impediments. So there are a lot of ways by which we can create such emotional connect. But one of the ways is to put posters, pictures about you achieving the goal, seeing it in the pictorial form, seeing it every day when you wake up in the morning. Maybe you can put it up on your bedroom or in 2-3 places where you see regularly. That helps us to create that emotional connect. So to sum up the 5 steps, first, don't begin with actions or activities. Focus on setting goals. Step number 2, even before setting goal, identify areas that are important for you. Step number 3, set objective and challenging goals. Step number 4, proper planning and execution is essential. And step number 5, create emotional connect with your goal. When we do this, there is a higher probability of you making your resolutions come true. If you want to experience the goal setting process, I am ready to offer 3 to 4 coaching sessions for free. Yes, I'm ready to offer 3 to 4 coaching sessions for free. You may write to the email address you are finding in the description. And please remember, it will be on a first come, first served basis. I look forward to meet you again in the next video. Till then, take care, stay safe. Thank you so much.